Are we on the air?
Are we on the air?
Hey everybody, it's Larry from Mixtape Mag, and I'm here with Charlamagne the God.
Yo.
Go ahead and just introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourself,
Charlamagne the God, radio personality, TV personality, husband, father,
All right. So your real name's Leonard.
Leonard.
Leonard?
Yeah.
You have any nicknames?
Charlamagne.
Like,
Duh.
other than Charlamagne?
Nah, my family call me like Nod. That's it really.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you think society has gotten soft, like in regards to like the questions you ask and you not thinking they're like really that big of a deal?
I think society's a little bit more sensitive. I think everybody's a little bit more hypersensitive because of social media, because they know that, when they get asked certain things, it's gonna live forever. It's not like you're doing it's not like I'm sitting here with you right now and then this ain't gonna end up online later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I think people think about that a little bit more. But yeah, I do think that I've always said being honest shouldn't be a skill set,
South Crack, the album?
That was a compilation album of all South Carolina artists, because that's where I'm from. So it was artists based out of Charleston and Columbia and my hometown of Moncks Corner. So it was just like, at the time I was Wendy Williams' co-host, so it was just a chance for me, to use the platform that I had to give those guys an opportunity. And some good stuff came out of that. It was this song called The Elroy. Those guys ended up getting signed to Grand Hustle. Something else came off that album. I forgot now. But yeah, it was decent. It came out on EMI, like EMI. So it was just a platform for me to give those artists from South Carolina an opportunity. Not on my end.
Not on your end?
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her since 2009. And before that, I haven't seen her since, probably 2009.
All right.
And haven't spoken to her since like early 2010. So there ain't no bad blood on my end. I mean, she doing great in life. I'm doing great in life. I wish her nothing but the best. If it wasn't for, her and her husband giving me that opportunity, I probably wouldn't be sitting there talking to you now. So God bless them.
Our issue this year for Mixtape Mag this semester is on gangster rap. And I just want to ask you, what do you think is gangster rap? Like, what defines gangster rap? And who do you think, exemplified it back then, like when it first emerged and, now?
I mean, back then, of course you had Death Row Records, what I'm saying? Guys like them dudes in the background, Mobb Deep, I personally, I loved gangster rap when I was older, and I still enjoy it because, I have so much memories attached to it, but it's really bad for my spirit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate this new wave of artists, and it's so funny because I've been telling people there's a big difference between being real and being criminal, and I feel like a lot of the guys that were quote-unquote gangster back in the day. He's like, oh, that's real. He talked about punching you in your face, stabbing your brain with your nose bone, or he talked about shooting this person, oh, he sold this much dope. But the truth to the matter is that's just criminal. Real is just all the evolution of it with guys like Drake and, Chance the Rapper and Wale and, Big Sean and Vic Mensa. Like, all them guys are just truly being themselves, and that's what's being real to me is. And being truly real is being gangster. But just as far as, like, gangster, violent music, I mean, I don't think there was anything probably tougher than Death Row when I was coming up. Like, they was about it on the records.
Do you think there's anybody nowadays that's trying to fake that gangster lifestyle? Or
I mean, I think all rappers fake the gangster lifestyle, because if they truly lived the life that they was talking about, they'd be dead or in jail.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just impossible. Like, you can't kill 100 people. Like if you listen to these guys' records and they talk about all the felonies they've committed or have done or will done, I guess it's just impossible. Like, you'd literally be dead.
What do you think about the future of radio in terms of the myth that if it gets a bunch of radio play, that it's a good song?
Oh, that's definitely a myth. I mean, that's why they call it radio programming, because they can literally program you to like a record by playing it, 500 times a week. I have different theories about that. I say the thing about radio programming, but then again, I feel like a dope record is a dope record. Like, I remember hearing Laffy Taffy on the radio for the first time, and I thought that was the wackest record I ever heard in my life. But then when you go to a strip club, you get it. You know what I'm saying? You understand why it's dope. So is it really whack, or is music just subjective? You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of your opinion. But I don't think radio's dying anymore. I actually think radio's job could be a lot easier now, because now radio's job is to just be a curator of what's already popping. You know, the problem radio's having is that they're not really reflecting what's going on in the culture right now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the people that are really red hot online, that are selling out these shows just because of their online fan bases, radio's not really playing. Like, it's a shame that Chance the Rapper, No Problems, that's the first record Chance has ever had on radio. Like, that's a shame. You know, this is his third project, you know, the coloring book. So it's just like, you know, we have to do a better job of reflecting what's going on in the actual culture. That's why you see, like, with the Breakfast Club, you know, we try to do that with our interviews. You know what I mean? We necessarily may not do that with the music we play, but we definitely do that with the people we bring on the show.
Yeah. All right, last question. Most provocative interview you've done?
Provocative? I mean, define provocative.
Like, most, like, the interview you felt, I don't know if you feel bad about after your interviews, or like, do you feel like guilty?
I think right now probably Lil Mama, because that shit keep coming up. You know what I mean? 6 years later, and I did not make her cry. Like, I didn't make her cry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was clowning on her, and we were supposed to be going back and forth. She was going back and forth if you actually watched the video. But yeah, 6 years later, definitely probably the Lil Mama interview. Like, I had to curse this dude out the other day. He's like, "You a sucker, you made Lil Mama cry." I'm like, "Man, fuck you, that was 6 years ago. Like, I'm a different human being now." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, but that goes back to what you just talked about. That shit lives forever.
Yeah.
So I gotta eat that. You know what I mean? Like, if you've never saw Charlamagne or heard Charlamagne, or you don't listen to Charlamagne on a consistent basis, and that's the video you see, you're gonna be pissed off. Like, fuck him, I don't like him. You know what I mean? But I have to live with that. So.
All right. I guess that's all we have here with Mixtape Mag. I'm Larry. This is Charlamagne the Guy.
That's my middle name.
Really?
Larry. Yeah.
This is Mixtape Magazine.
Mixtape Magazine.
Stay in the mix.